After receiving the let's check first. You will receive 2 large skins like this. 2 pieces of this side skin. These 2 lateral skins are exactly the same. And 2 long straps like this. Power small leather 2 pieces. 2 pieces of magnetic bubble leather. These 2 are different. It just sucks together. But the leather is the same shape. The strap of the bag is torn. 2 ground buckles. There are also 2 Japanese pin buckles. 1 line. Finger cover. And 2 needles. You need to sew it yourself before sewing. Prepare small scissors and a lighter. First find these 2 pieces of leather. Put it like this. Sew this piece of thread in this position. Before sewing, distinguish the front and back of the leather. The holes on the front of the leather are rounded like this. It's clearer. The hole on the back is slightly smaller. They're both face up. You press one over the other. Then sew here. The length of the line is 1.5 times that of this section. When threading, first you run the thread through the pinhole like this. Then use the tip of the needle to stick in the middle of the line. Tighten the 2-segment line. It's fixed. The other end of the thread should also be threaded with a needle. Align these 2 rows of holes. Start sewing from the first hole. 2 needles are inserted into 2 adjacent holes. Now take the needle for the first hole. Go through the second hole. Then go through the third hole. Then take the second hole just now. The needle goes through the third hole. Come out on the fourth leg. The 2 needles are sewn alternately like this. Sew all the way to the end of this hole here. Now after sewing all the holes on both sides, you need to sew 2 stitches back to finish. Cut off the extra thread. Don't cut the thread too short here. Leave 2 or 3 millimeters. Gently burn this little thread with a lighter. And that's it. Then take out this big skin. Now let's sew this part of the thread. Find this spike. When sewing to the middle position, to add the leather of this form buckle. At this time, you need to turn over the front and it heads up. Leather face up. Then in this position, it is on the inside of the bag. To add this leather sample, it's the following. The clip position of this leather case is here. There's one in the middle, slightly larger positioning hole. If you look carefully, it's easy to tell. There is also a positioning hole on this small skin. These 2 positioning holes are to overlap together. So go at this location. Plus this skin is going to go together. The previous paragraph is roughly sewn by yourself. The length of the line is 3 times the length of this section. The stitching method is the same as before. Just sew the 2 holes to this position. There are now 3 holes left from the positioning hole. At this position, I will add this piece. The leather of this small leather. Pay attention to the direction of jaw P. This buckle is like this on this side. This is the back of the big leather. It's sewn like this. Don't sew it like this, it's wrong, it's like this. Add the small skin in this position. When sewing to the positioning hole in the middle like this, the positioning holes of these 2 pieces can overlap. Then the back one is sewn along the hole. Sew to the last hole. It's sewn on both sides. Then sew 2 stitches backwards to finish. And there you go. Then follow the same method. You need to sew the other piece on this form. Both pieces are sewn. That's it. And now take one of them. Take out the side skin that has just been sewn. Let's sew the big skin and the side skin together. The length of the line is 4 times that of this section. Or take this side skin of equal length. It's okay to double its length. When sewing here, press it with the side body. The big leather should be sewn like this. Both are face up. Just use the side skin to press the bottom skin. It was in this position when the needle was started. There will also be in the middle of the general bottom a slightly larger positioning hole. This positioning hole corresponds to the positioning hole on this line. Sew the two pieces together. You go from the middle to the side and sew like this. The thread must be tightened during the sewing process. Just sew along the taste. And that's all done now. If there is still thread left, continue to sew down. This part is this leather, he sews it himself. So here, there are 3 more holes in this row. At this time. In addition, this little strip of leather, this long strip of leather has this curved one end. On the other end is this more square shape. This shape is just the seam. And here's a little bit of this. I'm going to press this strip here against the lateral skin. We don't sew directly on it here. Just turn from here. and lay it sideways like this. Then come down and put it here. When sewing here, everyone, if the line is not long enough, you can disconnect it. If the line has sufficient length, you can keep sewing. Sew to this position. This is the fourth hole from top to bottom. Can be sewn here. Because this thread in the video is not enough to sew there, so it's almost appropriate. Just place the return needle and break the line. So this side is sewn. Then put the other one in the same way. One side is also sewn, and the length of the thread is still taken. 3 times as much as this section needs to be sewn. When sewing the other half, start the needle from this positioning hole. This can be connected to the previous line. Sew all the way here and look at this. Just sew this connection to the big leather. There are still a few holes in it after sewing. Just sew it down the hole like this. To this location, there are 3 more holes on it. At this time, you need to find this Japanese pin buckle. Here are the positive and negative directions. It's right here. It has a small groove. This position is positive. Go through this pinhole here. Is that so? It's different. And these holes will fold down. Fold it in half and then sew along the hole like this. If there are enough lines, just keep sewing like this, sewing over and over. This location is fine. If the line is long enough, just sew it into this position. Here's a little bit of it. This position where the horizontal line is flush, third hole from top to bottom. You can disconnect here. If the line is not long enough, then sew it over wherever you sew it. You can disconnect. Then follow the same method. Let's sew another piece. Pay attention when picking up the line here. If here before like this. If there is a large section left here, it will be better then. Didn't we take 4 times before this paragraph? If there are more parts that need to be sewn on the side, just take it like 4.5 times or 5 times. Just a little more line. If you don't sew here, if the sewing is just right, just take 4 times is enough. And then we're going to sew this on. Pay attention when sewing or start the needle from this position. Start the needle from the positioning hole, or is the lateral skein pressing the large skein? Sew like this. This is what it looks like after sewing. And look at the side here. All the stitches must also be connected. Same thing on the other side. All the lines here on the side should be pointed on. Then we'll sew the stitches on this strap. The length of the thread is 6 times the length of this tape. Try to let this one sewing here. The strap is in this relatively straight state. Don't bend it. When the needle is started, it can be done from the front. Connect this position to start the needle. Except for the holes in the front and the back. The holes in the front are 2 layers of leather. These are the bags at the back. He did it himself. Just sew along the hole until the end here. And then turn round like this. Sew all the way to this position. Sew to this position, after the last hole. 2 stitches backwards to finish. Sew both sides and that's it. And you're going to run it through here. It has 3 adjustment holes. Can choose. After pressing this, let's sew the side. Then take out the two small strips on the side. There are also pairs of rings. Take one of them first. Let's go through here. Then sew it into the corresponding hole. The length of the thread is 45厘米. This belt is thicker. You can wear it layer by layer. Watermelon, watermelon. Welcome. Go home. Go home. Welcome home. Small watermelon. Can you see it? Go home. Go home. Go home. Go home. 3+3+3 plus. Return to 06618 minus. Add 290668. Sew it like this, all the holes. Then 2 stitches backwards. Leave all the threads on the back. E plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Add 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus E. Then sew this on this side in the same way. After this is sewn on both sides, we hang the back straps here. Straps too. The length can be adjusted. Then our bag is done.